Hello everyone! Today we're gonna learn two Chinese characters which mean the female and the male. First, this Chinese character. Do you all know this letter? This refers to as the female, woman, and a girl. The old pictographs for women depicted her in a bowing position. In ancient times, women were considered to be the existence below the man, so it means that they always had to be humble. And for ease in writing, the man reduced this to a humbler form. And this looks like the woman kneeling down. But then later, this turned into the modern version that we use nowadays. This graphically portrays the big stride the woman has taken to dip up with the man. Or we can also think that this portrays a woman with stretching upper limbs like a boss. So then, how is this letter pronounced and used in each Korean, Chinese, and Japanese? Mylangs! In Chinese, we read this letter 女. For the vocabs which contain this letter, there are 女的, 女人, 男女, 女的, 女人, 男女. In Korean, we read this letter nya. But for ease of pronunciation, when nya comes very first on the vocab, it pronounces ya instead of nya. And let's see the examples. 여자, 여인, 남녀, 여자, 여인, 남녀. In Japanese, we read this letter jo or onna. Jo is how we read this when this letter and the other one are mixed up in one vocab. 조시, 조세, 조시, 조세. And when this letter is used by itself, it reads onna. onna, onna no hito, onna no ko. All these vocabs mean the same, the female, woman, or a girl. So, what about the letter which means a male, man, and a boy? This is a combination of the upper part, which means the field, and the below part, which means the strength. So, a field where the strength is exerted is a symbol of the masculine male. In ancient times, in Korea, China, and Japan, it was mainly the agricultural society which believed that the men who've got more physical strength are appropriate to work at the field. So then, how is this letter pronounced and used in each Korean, Chinese, and Japanese? In Chinese, we read this letter nan. For the vocabs which contain this letter, there are 男的, 男人, 男女, 男的, 男人, 男女. In Korean, we read this letter nam. And here are the examples. 남자, 남성, 남녀, 남자, 남성, 남녀. In Japanese, we read this letter 단 or otoko. 단 is how we read it when this letter and the other one are mixed up in one vocab. 단시, 단세, 단시, 단세. And when this letter is used by itself, it reads otoko. Otoko no hito, otoko no ko. All these vocabs mean the same, the male, the man, or a boy. Mylangs! By far, we have learned the two Chinese characters which mean the female and the male. And I think you might have found the Chinese, Korean, and Japanese way of thinking and the culture regarding the gender difference. And yes, we can assume how the man and women's each role was considered and perceived in China, Korea, and Japan from the origins of these two Chinese letters. In modern society, in China, Korea, and Japan, women and men are all equal, politically and legally equal. And our generation is always educated that women can do everything that men can do and we're all equal. However, in a cultural sense, I still see the gender inequality in these three countries, Korea, Japan, and China. According to the 2018 GGI Index by the World Economic Forum, which stands for the Gender Gap Index, China was at 103rd, Japan was at 110th, and Korea was at 115th out of 149 countries. I don't want to generalize that this index means everything. However, at least it still shows us that the gender inequality is a serious issue compared to other countries in the world. Mylangs! And let's look into each country's background behind this. Confucianism is a common cultural background in Korea, China, and Japan. The cultural dominance of Confucianism in Northeast Asia is our spirit, respecting elders and being polite to others, but it might have strengthened the divisional perspective of gender role. It's a valuable truth that the average age of married women or the women's marriage is getting higher, and the rate of working women is also getting higher. But it's still an undeniable reality that most women still feel the gender inequality in these three countries. When I go to China and when I say my age, they say, oh, you'll get ready to get married soon. Because in China, even in big cities, women over the age of 30, if they're not still married, they are perceived as a bit strange, or in general they think that, oh, maybe that woman has a strange or not good reason for not being able to get married to a man. And in Korea, it's so rare to see the female boss in big corporates. And I also personally feel the existence of glass ceiling in the company. Maybe it's not made of a glass, but made of cement or the stainless. And in Japan, of course in Korea, the cuteness or the girlishness instead of maturity is an important category to be an attractive woman. It's a bit sad, but this is a reality. I really hope that it gets improved since we have seen so much progress and improvement so far. And I also want to be a part of it as a proud woman in our society. Well, the main reason that I made up my mind to make this video wasn't to criticize Korea, China, or Japan, but it was just to look a bit of gender perspective in these three countries from the Chinese characters that we have learned. So I am quite sure that it will get improved a lot soon, but we could see a bit of gender perspective or gender inequality through the Chinese characters we have learned. Okay, then that's it for today, and I hope you liked my video, and I'll be back with the next video of the other Chinese character. Bye bye!